Hey, what's up, YouTube? I'm starting this series, I guess for anyone who doesn't know, which probably is no one besides my immediate friends, my project car. Um, well, here's the 2JZ. It's an Aristo 2JZ GTE. Just going to be running it with stock twins and the Automagic transmission. Yeah, just looking to get it running. At first, I'd like to do manual eventually, but what I've learned from projects is you don't want to do too much. Today I freshened up the engine bay a little bit of cleaning here. I'm looking to have hopefully some mounts made for it. Right now, when I started this project, there was only one in the world. Now there's two. They're both in Japan. So I'm still going to be the first person here. Hopefully, if I could get my ass on this, to have one in America. So obviously the R129 is one of the sweetest Mercedes ever made. Princess Diana had one. Retail on one of these was about $80,000 back in 1990. This one here, I think in today's money they said it's worth like $170,000. Obviously it's not. It's like a $7,000 car. It did run when I took it apart. Has been about a year. I've had a lot of stuff go on in that year. Long-term relationship kind of ended out of nowhere, which kind of shook me up on this project. I had a deadbeat roommate who just wanted to didn't want to sign a lease. Just had some changes in my life where I kind of had to put a hold on this because financially I didn't know what I'd have to do. But I'm back at it now, so let me put the flashlight on. The North Carolina car, so I mean it's fucking cherry underneath, completely cherry. But I'll show you how this guess look at the Barrett Jackson undershot, but this fuel line, here's where the whole fuel setup was, and it has a dual pump hanger set up with a filter and an accumulator. I'm trying to retain that, but I'm also trying to use the factory fuel lines, which are in here. That's brake lines and fuel lines. I cut this here. That's the return. It's a return fuel system type, which is identical to the 2JZ. And then here would be the feed. So I'm taking that over to a place locally here to get some AN fittings made. And yeah, wiring here obviously is old. Fuel pumps were tired. One thing, the car ran great, but it always took a long time to start. So I figured the fuel pumps were probably dying. Probably just gonna rewire all that. But I'm looking to run like a dual ECU system, so I want everything on the car to work and act as if it's a Mercedes. I want it to look like a Mercedes. I don't want to change anything about the exterior. Alright, so I just wanted to give you guys an update on the car. Hoping I could get some followers with it, because I think once it's running, probably should raise some hell, even up here in Erie. I would like to take it to the Carlisle Car Show in May. That's kind of my goal, to have it. I want to have it done a lot sooner than that, but between wiring and getting all the kinks worked out, I like to have it so I could drive it, a good 5.5 hours across the state, comfortably. I mean, I guess if I have to trailer it, I would, but I think there's something special about, driving a car. I didn't build it to be the trailer queen. It's not anything too crazy, it's just something unique. It's a 6 swap, and some people don't have any respect for that type of thing, but I'm not a mechanic. I'm just a guy, a hobby. I'm a car salesman that works on my car on the side, and I did all this by myself, so I haven't had anyone help me at all, and I like to keep it that way, as far through this process as I can. Right now in the timing, I need to pull the crank pulley seal, The problem is a lot of people that do these swaps, they get it off the fucking truck and they change the oil and they throw it in the car, and then 6 months later it's leaking out of every fucking seal in the engine, every orifice. So my approach is, this engine does not belong in this car, so the access to get in it and access different things isn't going to be there, or it could be a lot more difficult. So basically what I want to do is get all this stuff so it has a brand new water pump, all brand new components, all new seals, cam seals, crank seals. So right now actually the pause is on the crank seal. In I think August I got kind of tired of it and didn't I needed a different M6 bolt to pull it. So I went out to the hardware store, and it's pretty much the last thing I touched. And yeah, so it wasn't good, but I was looking to get back at it here once football season was over. I don't watch television, I just watch sports. I'm more into football than anything, but I do like other sports as well. I just pieced together the fuel system here, how it hangs underneath. You kind of see after I showed you. It's kind of a neat setup, especially for a 1990, but I'm keeping the dual pumps. This bag has, I'm going to put this trash bag to bring this with me because I'm going to take it to have them build me a fuel system. And I have the filter and stuff in here and the upgraded pumps. I'm running 504 liter per hour, so it's going to be a little more than I need for a stock car, but I'd like for this to be something a lot better someday. But first, step one is getting it running.